Hi, it's Susan at Seaside Stitches and welcome to my channel. Good morning. Well, it's morning for me, but hi, it's Friday Sews. Hashtag Friday Sews was set up by Jen at Today in Jen's Sewing Room, and I really appreciate you, Jen. Thank you. It's just a community that she built over time that puts sewing people together, and people who like to vlog and people who like to watch vlogs and interact with each other, and it's amazing. So I'm so grateful to be part of this, I don't know, community. Yeah. So it is Friday, no it's not, it's Saturday the 27th of January. Yesterday I had everything prepared, but I was working in the morning and it was also Alan's birthday, so I did do some sewing, but I didn't do any vlogging. I edited what I've got so far, and then I'm just doing this introduction. So what I'm doing this time is hashtag Friday Sews day to day. I did my plans video last Tuesday, and it's just very kind of a relaxed plans video, because they're relaxed plans. But having not done any sewing apart from some crumb strips and just a little bit of quilty, which I'll show you in a minute, I just wanted to get back into it with an idea of what I would like to do next. And so after doing the vlog, excuse me, and that vlog wasn't, oh no, it went out on, now I videoed it on Sunday but wasn't able to put it out until Tuesday. So, and normally my vlogs used to go out on a Friday and on a Tuesday, and I'm trying to just get back into that. And my Fridays may be Friday Sews, or they just may be Friday Susan. I don't know what they are, but my aim is to do Friday Sews on a Friday, and my plans or my fabrics or anything else I'd like to tell you in between, or sew alongs or something different than just a chatty vlog. Then they would normally go out on a Tuesday. So all I want to do is say hi. I'm just introducing a little bit of footage from when I finished my vlogging when I finished the vlog last Sunday. I came back in here and I actually decided on what I would do. And what I did do is self-explanatory. It's all on this little bit of footage. It's only 10 minutes long, so if you'd bear with me, I shall put you onto that. But it's just that thing of, once I've kind of told people or told you what I'm going to do, it helps free me somehow into actually just getting it done. And that's what happened, because prior to that we've been doing a big deep clean, which I mentioned in my plans video last week, and a big declutter, and we're still on with that now in some of our other rooms. And I do have, I confess to having a pile of unsorted things in that corner, and two known things that just need homes in that corner. They're sorted, but they've not got a home yet, and I have a bit more drawer space, so I want to be careful how I use that. So that's, I'm bringing you up to date with that. So I will just play you that. I'll add that footage to this introduction, and then I'll come back and just review where I'm up to now, if that's okay with you. So see you shortly. Thank you for watching. I do really appreciate all the comments I get, the views I get, the subscribers I've got, and thank you. Okay, so I'll just leave you with this little bit of footage where I come in here just after I've done the vlog, and see you in a bit. Bye for now. So just for now, I've got a nice calm cleared space, and I just wanted to show you that just at the moment. Now it's raining hard outside, so it's quite noisy. Anyway, just about to start a vlog. See you in a bit. Hello, my name is Susan. Can I get on here? Hi, it's Susan at Seaside Stitches, and welcome to my channel. Hi. Here we go. I'm not going to video it all. I'm just videoing just to show that I'm starting. Sorry, you might get blinded by those lights. Okay, see you in a bit. Now just doing the corner to corner diagonally. Okay. My first proper sew back. It's not really proper, is it? It's just very basic sew. It was polycotton that I used for the spot. The spotty is all polycotton, and I was just practicing how to put it together, and I overstretched the star because I pressed it on what I would normally use for cotton. This is way back 2 years ago, and then I've just put the most basic poly, because it was polycotton, these purple well, we're going to say something side triangles, but anyway, these are cotton, but the back is just some polycotton that I had, and then I had some tension problems, but I didn't take it back because it's not important. It's just going on the back. It's hanging from the back of one of my Poang chairs so that the pattern is shown through the window, and it's not going to be seen at, you know, such close quarters that people come across the garden and look in and see whether I've got that point right. So I've only done a rudimentary quilting bit because I don't want to highlight the stars because it'll show how puffed up that one is in the middle, and I don't need to put that much effort into it. I'm just going to, I've trimmed it now. I need to find some binding. It's not quite level at one end, but that will be less than 1/4 of an inch, so it will be taken in by the binding. So I'll find some binding tomorrow and I'll get that done, and then just put some straps on to hook it on the back of the chair, and I'll be really pleased because it's better than it sitting in a folded up in a box and thinking, oh, I didn't do that quite right, because I know I can do it. That will be a reminder that I can do it, and then I can do it in proper fabric. So there you go. Okay. Today is Monday the 22nd of January, and I've just come into my room after I vlogged yesterday. I used these as photos for the vlog. So after the vlog I was inspired to come and do something, and I fully attached the quilt sandwich together, and I've just done some rudimentary quilting across it. It's just for hanging off the back of a Poang chair, and I'm now going to look for some binding for it. But I've also decided to start researching what sizes that I need for the blouses or shirts that I'm going to make. Okay, so it's Tuesday in my sewing room, and yesterday I got this out. If you've followed me for a while, you know that it was in pieces, and I've been putting it together, and I'll show you what it's like a bit later on. Okay, so I'm just up to sewing the facing on to secure the collar, and then just titivating the ends, the edges of the hem and things that are still a bit loose. Good afternoon. It's Wednesday. I can't remember what date it is, 24th of January, and this morning we've been out shopping, but I'm just showing you what I'm up to now. I've just cut from the lightweight fusible interfacing, I've just cut out these 3 pieces of the Vogue 8772, I believe it is. Yes, and I sewed up the blouse yesterday, the front, back, and the 2 sides and the back, and I've attached those. And I'm now just going to go and put the iron on and fuse the interfacing onto those pieces. So that's that bit. This is the back bodice from my Take the Chance dress that I'm making in this garden fabric. I've got a creaky floorboards, but I'm sure you'll understand that and forgive me for that. And then I'm just going to show you the other pieces. That is the back yoke. One of those will be inside and one will be outside. I'll make that decision when I just check the fabric and which joins best to the lower bodice. Is the upper collar piece, and I just need to double check on the instructions whether I do put the interfacing on the upper collar or the under collar. They're both a slightly different size. The outside of that collar piece. I mean, such a long time. I cut it out sometime, perhaps November or even October, I don't know, so I just want to go back and double check everything. I do have the under collar still clipped together to its to the pattern, And I think that was my clue, or my clue that this one doesn't need interfacing. So, but I will check with the pattern. And these are my two front bodice pieces. Now they look very wide. I mean, it is quite a little bit oversized, and but I am going to check my measurements, check the pattern again on it, because I have lost a little bit of weight on my upper bust, and that's what it's based on. So I'm going to check all that before I start putting any of it together. And that is just the interfacing for the grown on button placket, or turn under button placket, whatever you want to call it. I'm just updating you really. So I have the back yoke and the back of the bodice sewn together, and I've double yoked it so it's done with a burrito. I'll show you the front in a minute. I'm not fitting it on here, I just laid it on there just so that you can get an idea of it, or so I can get an idea of it, and I'm really pleased with it. I'll start doing the front placket tomorrow, and then I'll catch you up with me then. Right, bye for now. So this is also on the same evening, this is the toile of the Vogue 8772. I'm making the shirt, so I'm just trying it out with this red sheet. I'll turn the model round and then you can see the back. An idea of it. As I say, I'm not fitting it just yet. Just showing you where I'm up to. Okay, thank you. I'll go and get my tea. Okay, although the pattern doesn't call for it, I did this back yoke as a burrito, watching the lifting pins and needles video, and I did do that twice before on my other garments and there wasn't an issue. But what I'm finding is that this has got too much fabric up here and it's making this bulge a bit. So I'm going to take it out afterwards and sort that. But the main thing I've just done is this. Turn this into itself by doing a 3/8 of an inch guide stitch as instructed on the pattern, and then I have turned that in and pressed it. So I've done that on both sides, and then I'll follow up with what I'm doing next to turn in the grown-on facing. It's not called that, but you know what I mean. So the second guide stitch, that is whatever it is, away from the edge, that has been used to fold the fabric back at the front, the placket back onto itself. So you've got right sides together and then it will be sewn at the top. But that's quite a specific way of sewing that, and so I'm going to go back to Karina now for what she does. So this is how I left things yesterday, Thursday the 25th, and I've got the collar made. This is all now ready, and I've just creased it really, but ready to look at putting on the collar. And so I'll be looking at doing that sometime today. Okay. Last night I also got this pattern out ready to look at for the Liesl & Co. recital shirt, and it looks a bit overwhelming, but I'm not doing the puckered. I'm not doing the pin tucks. So I'm going to sort out which pieces I need for the pattern I'm using and the size I'm using, and I'll cut those out today as well. All being well, this is Friday the 26th of January. I've managed to cut out all the pieces. I've not cut them accurately because I hadn't decided which size I was doing, but I've found all the pieces for the view A of the recital shirt, and I can put those to one side now and have a look at that over the weekend. So this afternoon I've managed to put on the collar from the outside and catch these edges. What's this? I thought that was a lump on the end of my anyway, there you go. So that's my kind of crisp top of my button placket, and then I've just got this ready to sew. I'm going to hand baste it, hand tack it, just so that I know. It's done it again, see, on a black thing sticking out the end. Okay, that's that for now. Oh yes, I'm very pleased with that. So now I've got to just sew around the edge of the collar, the outer edge. Okay, thank you. I'm back now, and I do hope you kind of enjoyed just watching a little bit of what I did day to day. It was just minutes of just to keep you along with where I'm up to, really. And where I'm up to now is that also I just wanted to share with you that I have put this blouse back together. Those of you who have followed me for a while know that I made this in the summer. It's just, I loved it. I took it on holiday. I thought I'd got it to fit right, but it just kept growing up there and it just wouldn't sit on me, and I'm quite shallow here. And what I didn't mention was what I'm wearing today. So what I'm wearing is this dress, the Amazing Fit, Simplicity Amazing Fit 2247. And I made this a couple of years ago, and I didn't finish. What did I do? Oh, I left the sleeves were a bit long, so I waited and then I sorted the sleeves out, and then I was hemming it, and I didn't want it to be that short by the time I'd hemmed it, which was just on the knee. And so I put a ruffle on it. Well, I made a ruffle for it, was ages putting it on. I put the ruffle on, and then I decided I wore it for my golden wedding anniversary. We just went out for a meal, we were up in Scotland, and that was lovely. And I just felt like me, I felt like it was going back in time, and a kind of 70s maxi. It's not quite a maxi. And then when I came back, I realised I just wasn't wearing it because I didn't have a coat that would go over it. But then I made a decision to take it off. I took the ruffle off, and then, long story short, I put it back on. And I was going to wear it for the knitting and stitching show at Harrogate in November, but then we weren't able to go on the second day, so I didn't wear it. But I do wear it now, so it's fine, and I love it, and I should just, it's just a, oh, there you go. And these dangly earrings, I spotted them somewhere, and they really remind me of, my grandma used to make necklaces, and she often had these kind of jet plastic, well, they were plastic jet faceted beads, and she had a ring, well, I don't know, feels like the size of a golf ball, but she did have a ring with little diamantes in, and on just like that in a globe cluster, and so they remind me of one of my grandmas. And yeah, so that's that. And I just, you've seen it, so some of you have seen it. I'll just stand up a little bit anyway. There are pictures of it all over the place. On one of my vlogs, it's on the thumbnail. You'd spot it if you wanted to look for it. So this, I need to just wait for it to get new buttons, because they've got wooden buttons on, and they've been chomping away at the buttonhole stitches, and so I don't want to repeat that once I get this back on. What I've done is put darts in the bottom of it, darts at the back of it. Yesterday I even ran a seam down the back. No, not yesterday. One day I ran a seam down the back, and because it's held in here now underneath my bust, it doesn't come up as much. And I altered the size of the collar, I altered the size of the back, but I really love it. It's a sweet little blouse, and the other day when I was doing it, I just thought, you know, I could have made another one completely from scratch in a different size rather than just sorting this out. But I'm so glad I did sort it out. So it's as sorted out as I need it for now. I've still got to hem it and take account of all the little alterations I've made and tidied up inside. But then that one is done, so I'm pleased with that. So that's one of my whips sorted and out of the way. And the next thing I'm going to do is my Sinclair Linnea top, or Linnea, or something with lines on. It's just a sketch for us to work out what colours we want where, and that's what I did with my others. I've got royal blue, turquoise and red in two different ones, in two different ways of placement. So I want to do that with some green fabric that I've got, and I'm going to work out which layout is better for me sometime later today, probably. I don't mean I'm starting it yet because I've got those blouses I want to start to cut out this afternoon the recital blouse, and that'll be really good. So I just want to do that and get started on that, and then I shall rest my what I was making as a Christmas dress. I can rest that for now because I can't do the buttonhole, can't put the buttonholes on until I've worked out which buttons I'm getting, so I need to buy new buttons for it. I don't have anything that will go with that. So that's you updated really, and I really thank you for being there, and thank you, just thank you. If you did like the video, just think about subscribing. I'd really appreciate that. It just means it comes up the list to be shared with other people. So thank you. Bye for now. Short and sweet. Bye.